Hey y'all, welcome to another personal channel video where I talk about something that's going on in my mind, a life experience that I had, and I just sit down and talk about it because I hope to connect and maybe improve the life of just one person watching. If one person watching has this video connect with them in a positive way, that means I did my job and I'm happy. So, I've already done 2 of these videos. I've done one where I talk about escaping monotony and boringness in your life, and I've done another where I talk about finding short-term happiness. Both of those talked about life experiences that I had or my friends had that I felt like I needed to talk about. This one is a little bit different. This one's more of a rant, and it's a problem that I have found in society with people around my age group, and a problem that I fall into as well, and I felt like I needed to talk about it, and maybe it will connect with just one person, like I said. Before we get started, I do just want to say I am in no way a perfect person. This problem that I'm talking about in this video affects me negatively, deeply. It is a problem that I deal with on a damn near daily basis. And if you have or you connect with the problems in this video, me and you are in the same boat. So let's get started. Like you read in the title, this video is about social media and how it is ruining relationships and love in general. We'll dive into that in a little bit, but I do just want to say I do not want other people falling into the same trap that I have and that I see other people have as well. I assume that everyone on this planet wants to find love. I think that's a fair assumption. I think everyone can agree with that. Everyone on the planet wants to find love. However, like I said, there is a noticeable pattern in my age group, being millennials, Gen Z. The people that are currently in the process of finding, a love, a lifelong partner. People above the millennial generation have already moved past that. Yes, there's divorces and all that. But these people, millennials and Gen Z, are the ones that I'm talking about that are getting incredibly affected by social media. Social media is absolutely destroying what it means to be in a relationship and what the idea of love is. Social media is just absolutely demolishing it. I have 3 reasons and 3 main ideas why social media is absolutely destroying this idea of love and ruining love in your life. But before we get to those 3 reasons, I do just want to talk about social media as a whole. I, for one, am going to admit it, but I think there's a lot of people in my age group, even older than me, that don't want to admit this. But social media is unbelievably awful. Social media is awful. Yes, I know. I am currently recording this video to put on a social media site. YouTube, social media, same thing. I know that you are currently watching this on that same social media site. And that's quite the hypocritical thing to do, right? Unfortunately, I know as well as anyone, you can't escape it. You can't escape social media. It is such an integral part of life now, and that's what's really sad. I think that's an awful thing because social media is truly a detriment to society because good Lord, social media sucks. Before I get to the negatives, I do just want to play devil's advocate as well. Yes, social media has its positives. Social media allows you, in the terms of relationships and love, let's just stick to this, allows you to meet people and possibly even find a relationship, find love with someone that you wouldn't have even known existed before social media, right? They could be across the country, in some cases across the world, and I understand that. And that's where the devil's advocate comes in. I know that's what some people are thinking, but man, in general, social media is ruining the idea of relationships and love. So let's get started with my first point. My first point is probably my strongest one and the one that I have to delve into the most because it requires deep thought. And that is social media allows someone to receive so much attention from so many different people at once. And on top of that, it is super easy to receive that attention. It's not difficult. It's ridiculously easy. Oh, you're kind of bored of your current relationship. You're going through that phase where every relationship goes through that you're kind of bored because it's not as fun as the beginning phase as that honeymoon phase. Oh, don't worry. There's a plethora of people that are just waiting there that are just one text button away, just a single send button away. Oh, you and your partner just got in a fight? Oh, that's okay. You can just go hit up your side piece with that one send button and get all the attention that you want. And you don't even have to talk to your partner. Oh, and don't even worry about getting into a relationship, because you get so much attention being single that you don't even need a relationship anymore. You don't even need one. You don't even need someone. You could have multiple people. Who just wants one person when you can have multiple? All of these are extreme cases, I know, but these are just a few examples of what social media can do to someone if they're not socially mature enough, emotionally mature enough, emotionally stable enough. All of these things can happen with social media just because of how easy it is when everyone is just one send button away. Also, even if you are not one of those people that will abuse social media for attention, which I believe still is a minority. I don't know if that's true. Hell, I don't even know if I believe that. I just said that. But I would like to think that a minority of people abuse social media for attention like that. It comes down to this. There is always gonna be someone that is more attractive, has more money, has more of something than your current love interest. That's how it happens. There's always someone better, and that's fine. That's how it works in life. There's always someone better. You're never the top. There's always someone better. But that is why social media can be so dangerous. Now I'm going to talk about the psychology of attraction. And this is something that is pretty interesting when you break it down. But there's basically the thought that there are 4 factors that go into being attracted to someone. And one of those is proximity. Prior to social media, proximity means living across the street, maybe going to the same school, same college, working the same job, going to the same gym. Social media, everyone is the same proximity. There is no such thing as proximity. Everyone is 1 second away. Everyone is 1 text away on social media. There is no such thing as proximity. You can be attracted to as many people as you want because they're all the same distance. They're all the same. They're just 1 second away. And that is why social media is so dangerous. My first point summed up, you can get attention from as many people as you want, as quickly as you want. And there is no stopping, basically. All that's stopping you is your own self-pride and what you want. I know I'm getting heated in this video, more heated than my previous 2 talking videos, personal videos, but this is a problem that I truly take to heart because I've went through it, and we'll get to that in a second, a little bit later after my points. But let's get started with my second point. The second point is a more obvious one that I think everyone knows happens on social media, and that is the false narratives and false realities that you see on social media. So we'll start with the good portion. Who is going to post something negative on social media? No one. No one is going to post something public that is negative about their life. You want, and it's natural for everyone around you to think that you are living your best life, right? Who wants other people to know that you are depressed, that you are an anxious mess? No, you're going to post you having fun. You're going to post you making progress. You know what I mean? That's what you're going to post. And that's the same thing with relationships and love. Everyone posts the best moments out of their relationship. Oh, he just took me on vacation. Oh, he just paid for this nice dinner. Look at us, right? And that is what causes the false narratives in relationships. No one wants to take the previous part of that relationship. Everyone wants to look at a relationship and be like, I need that. Even though that is 3 years down the line, 4 years down the line. That took work. No one wants to put in that work for relationships anymore using social media because they have that false narrative. And I think that goes into my previous point a little bit. No one wants to put in the work for the relationship because you can just get attention from anyone. Why would you put in 4 years of work for a relationship when you can just hop from person to person every month? You can just get all this dopamine, all this attention, all this honeymoon phase. So why put in the work? And that is where social media really takes a turn. And that's why social media is so dangerous on the good aspect. Everyone thinks that oh, they're so happy together, and that they never have fought. They've never had any problems. And immature people, I've been saying people a lot in this video, but truly I mean immature and not emotionally stable enough to handle a relationship and know what it takes. But you get in a single fight, right? One fight, a pretty big argument, and they just stop talking to you. They just stop. They just ignore you and start talking to whoever else is hitting their line, right? They just go to the next person, because why would they try to fix a fight when they can just go to the next person down the line that they aren't in a bad mood with, right? That being said, I'm gonna move away from the good things now. And that is the extremes of social media. I can absolutely guarantee with 100% certainty that I can go on my TikTok right now and I will see a post on my For You page about how the person you're talking to right now is your soulmate. You have to do whatever it takes to keep them. Whatever it takes, because they're the one for you. I scroll down once, they're cheating on you. Dump them, block them right now. It ain't worth it. Move on yourself. And for someone that is emotionally unstable, I'm a little bit emotionally unstable. I think everyone is. But for people that get affected by that type of information going to them, and there's a lot of information on TikTok, for example, you are seeing so much information at once and so quickly that someone that isn't emotionally mature enough or emotionally stable enough can really, really get affected by social media. And that's not saying that, for example, only high schoolers get affected. Hell no. I know 20, 21-year-olds that are still getting super affected by social media, like grown-ass adults, and that's completely okay because I'm an adult too and I get affected by it a little bit. There's just so much information that this type of extremes, these two extremes, are really going to affect certain people. And that's really sad because that really starts impacting your view on love and relationships. So that sums up my second point on why social media is absolutely ruining the idea of love. Finally, my third point is that social media allows you to communicate so easily and so frequently with previous love interests. Now more than ever, people are not able to get over their ex, it seems. And I think it's a valid reason, because it is too easy to communicate with them on social media. Whether that be just viewing their profile, even if you're not talking, just viewing their profile, just seeing a post about them, maybe by a mutual friend, something like that. You're able to see them so easily, even if it's not actually communicating. And that is super dangerous. And before anyone that is watching this video that knows me in real life says anything, if you can't get over your ex either, me and you are in the same boat. So this is the point that hits extremely hard for me that I was talking about in the beginning. This point hits me right here because this is a problem that I have had and continue to have. Nostalgia and previous memories are an absolute killer when it is coming to love, previous love interests. It's a killer. It's going to kill you every time. And that's what will trigger, nostalgia will trigger when you see their profile, when you see a post about them. And that is where the no contact rule comes into play. The no contact rule, if you guys don't know, is where you break up with them and you cut everything off. You don't talk to them. You block them on everything so that you don't view anything. You make sure you have zero communication, because it is super important mentally to get over your ex, because having that previous love interest in your mind is going to subconsciously affect your future relationships and your idea of love. So we'll start with the relationship thing. You will subconsciously want them back because what you had was secure to an extent, right? What you used to have. And that's going to cause you to not want to pursue other people. 2, it's going to affect your idea of love because it is going to get so toxic in your own head, you won't even want to try love again. You won't even want to. You're going to create this hate in your mind, and that is going to negatively affect your future. You don't want that. You don't want it. You don't want it. Just focus on leaving what you had in the past because you don't want it to affect your future. Like I said in the beginning, I am subject to these problems as well. My view of relationships and love are so messed up at this point, it's honestly sad. It's honestly sad. And I just don't want other people to go through that because it's seriously messed up. Social media will do that. Social media has done it to me, and social media will do it to anyone that allows it to happen to them. And unfortunately, it takes a lot of time to fix. And that's where me not being a perfect person comes in. Because like I said, this affects me too, and I'm slowly working on it. That's the goal of these personal videos. As you will, if you watch the other two, both of those are about problems that I'm fixing with myself. It's all about self-improvement, right? And this is no different. I am in the midst of this problem right now, and I'm going through it right now. And I just want to make sure that maybe I can connect with just one person watching this and maybe get them out and have them start working on themselves as well. And we can go on this journey together. Before I wrap up this video, the main purpose of this video is done. I do just want to shout out this logo, Beast Training. It is a personal training company that I'm running myself, and I post YouTube videos about fitness and working out. So if you are interested in working out and fitness, be sure to go to the top of the description and click that link and go subscribe and view the Beast Training videos. You can also just look up Beast Training on YouTube search, and you'll see a bunch of videos about working out and fitness. And that right there is my #1 goal and what I'm working towards right now. So I'd appreciate a subscribe over to that channel. A second shout out to what I've been working on, ironically enough, I posted a TikTok on my personal TikTok. Yes, I know this video is all about hating social media, but I posted a pretty funny TikTok over on my personal channel, or my personal profile, I guess. You can definitely go check that out. It kind of blew up. I don't know how much it's going to have when I post this video, but right now it has 170K views. Kind of blew up, and it's really funny. I actually enjoyed it. I'm proud of it. So yeah, go check that out. And like I said, I hope I connect with a single person watching this video. Good luck with trying to get out of this social media trap that you may be in. I wish you the best of luck because I'm on this journey with you. And yeah, I'll see you in the next personal video.